Hello everyone, welcome to another Elfang comic video. On today's episode, I'm recording this on Valentine's Day, but most likely I'm going to post it on the day after Valentine's Day, which is Monday, February 15th. So, it's a very romantic day, so I was watching a movie, and that left me thinking, what are the best couples in my opinion in movies? Like, the idea started coming to my head, and I just got so creative. And I thought of making this video. This is out of nowhere, so it's all out of nowhere, so I don't have my points exactly, but I just want to say this clear because I know my top 5, so that's what I wanted to make this video. Okay, guys, so before telling you who is my top 5 couples in movies, make sure to subscribe, like, and now I'm trying to be really active on the Mates channel. The Mates channel is a channel that me and my friends have that it's really fun. You guys should totally go and watch it. It's about my group of friends and I's daily life, like what we do mostly on a daily basis when we're together. Alright guys, so feel free to go check it out. It's pretty fun. You guys will not regret it. So let's get to the video. For number 5, we have Edward and Bella from the Twilight Saga. I recently just watched the whole saga again because I'm a big Twilight fan. I love the 5 movies that came out. I thought they were really cool and fun. I don't know why people hate them so much or why they get so much flashback, but I thought the movies were really good. Now, I personally love Jacob more than Edward, but I love Edward too. Robert Pattinson is a really good actor, in my opinion, of what I think. So, and then you have Kristen Stewart, which is also a really good actress. Now they turn to be. Back then, I can tell their acting wasn't as good. Back in 2008 when the first movie came out, their acting wasn't the best. But again, they were young actors, different times. Acting wasn't a big thing back then, especially because the first movie I don't think is a really big budget movie. Their love story goes on for 5 movies. For 5 movies, they develop the characters, they give us more of what makes them love each other. I never read the books, so I wouldn't really know how accurate their relationship is to the book source, but I feel they a really good couple, and I like their chemistry they have, and they moved on with that relationship in real life. Sadly, it didn't work out, but I thought they were a really good couple. I loved seeing them in the movie. I thought some of the scenes they had were romantic and not too cliche because it was a brand new story. It was like an original idea. Now it would be a cliche to have a vampire fall in love with a girl, but back then it was really original. I remember how much of a boom the movie had when it came out. Like it was everywhere. Now nobody seems to know Twilight was out there. For number 4, we have Rose and Jack from Titanic. Wow, I love Titanic. Titanic is one of the greatest movies ever made. I think Titanic really deserved to be the biggest grossing movie of history for the amount of time it did. Then Avatar came and I thought it deserved it too. Then Endgame and I thought it deserved it too. But Titanic was such a spectacular film. Like, it's just all that goes behind it. The power the movie had. It was just a really spectacular movie. I love watching Titanic. And Jack and Rose, I feel like, again, the story of a rich woman dating a poor man, it's not original. It's not something new. We've seen it throughout history, not even movies, plays, books. It's been everywhere. It's nothing like too crazy. But the turn that James Cameron put into the developing that James Cameron put throughout these movies was exceptional. It was amazing. Like the amount of feelings and frustrations you get while seeing Kate Winslet perform Rose, laid back kind of guy, and Rose being this girl who's empty inside and she's looking really desperate for something to feel her emotions, and then she finds Jack and they fall in love with each other. He saves her. Now I know I'm gonna hear there is room for both of them in that door when they were in the water. Who cares? If they were to put Jack in there, then the movie would not have made like the impact it did. Jack needed to die for the movie to be the icon it is now. That needed to happen so that the movie could win an Oscar for Best Movie, Best Picture. Like, because of that, the movie turns out to be one of the greatest movies in history. So don't come here with there is room enough. No, that was a perfect ending. Jack dying. And just the chemistry the two had, like, they're nothing alike, but they just have so much in common at the same time. It's a crazy idea to think of, but wow, it's just too perfect. They're perfect for each other, I think, and what a great way to end their story. For number three, we have Jamal and Latika from Slumdog Millionaire. I really love that movie. That movie, I think, is amazing. That's not the first time I saw Dev Patel acting. It was in The Last Airbender. But when I saw Dev Patel, I recognized the actor. I remember watching the ads of Slumdog Millionaire on the TV, and I always wanted to watch the movie. But unfortunately, I never had a chance to because, I don't know, I was either too late for watching it or the movie was on a day that I was busy. So I never really had a chance to watch it. And movies like those don't really get put out on shelves at stores for people to buy. So I really had a hard time trying to watch that movie. So really, like, I don't know, like a couple years passed, and I think it was 2019, if I'm correct, 2019 or beginning of 2020, I finally got a chance to see it, and what an amazing movie. It was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Wow, that movie really deserves the Oscar for Best Picture. What a great film. Like, just the passion of this little boy who always was different from the other boys. He was always unique on his own way, fell in love with a girl he saved, and they end up together. He does everything. He even risked his life with bad people, cops, everyone, just to be with the girl he loved that he thought he lost, but he still will risk anything just to be with her. What an amazing film. Dev Patel, one of the greatest actors of all time, in my top 5 of actors. I will make a video about that later on in life. But for now, what an amazing movie. If you guys haven't seen it, I know it's a really kind of rare movie. A lot of people that I ask haven't seen it. I don't know why. They should. That movie should be promoted more. But if you guys have a chance, please watch it. It's one of the greatest love stories of all time. Because just the chemistry that Patel has with, I forgot the actor's name, but it was just so cute. That movie is really cute. Makes you sad, makes you cry, makes you angry, makes you really happy. It's what a movie should be. It's what a Best Picture in the Oscars should be. For number 2, this one's gonna sound really, really cheesy. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flashback from this. Y'all guys are gonna roast me in the comments. But for number 2, I'm putting Troy and Gabriella from the High School Musical saga. How can I begin with this? I remember when I was a kid, the boom that High School Musical had, it was everywhere. Everybody was talking about High School Musical. Back then, I remember even I was involved with the love of the movie. I even had the dolls of Troy and Gabriella, and wow. Then the second movie came out, and I was not big of a fan of the movie, but the character development of Troy and Gabriella, now with Troy thinking more ahead, not just basketball, but now thinking college, life opportunities, and Gabriella being more of friends, family, and Troy thinking ahead of himself and her laying back on that. And then the third movie with Troy having more stress over decisions, and Gabriella now wanting to ruin Troy's life. Wow, it's just like, it feels like, I know the movie is really cheesy and childish, if you will say that, but it's just that it's kind of real, because it is kind of how high school goes. You have that person you want to spend with, but there's also school, whether you want to go to school or not. What do you want to do with your life? How you want to spend the rest of your life with that person? Are you going to be able to? It's just the questions that a movie puts, and I feel this High School Musical is one of the greatest, well, the High School Musical trilogy is one of the greatest things Disney has ever done. It's just too attachable. You can easily feel connected to the emotions that are being transmitted on the movie. You can feel the sadness of Gabrielle and Troy that they have with each other, how they want to be with each other. But it's just that the life they have is kind of complicated. It's different. It's hard for them to be together like they wish they could. But at the end they do. They end up being together, but they just have to figure out things. It's like a really it's a movie that actually states things that could happen in real life. So that's why I'm putting on number 2, because I thought that them two were like a really unearthed couple that you could be dating someone and have the same problems, because that's how down to earth it is. Before giving away number 1, if you guys subscribe, like, and share if you're liking my videos. You know, I'm trying to expand more into talking about this kind of stuff. So let me know what you think, guys. And again, don't forget to check out the Mates Team, which is the channel that me and my friends have that is really fun. So now let's get to number 1. For number 1, we have Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy from the Amazing Spider-Man saga. Growing up, I remember watching the first original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, Kristen Dunst, and you know, I love those movies, but I wasn't really never that connected to their relationship. I was like, yeah, they dated. But if you think about it, throughout the three movies, they're basically never together. The first one, Peter ends up he never dates Mary Jane. They kind of want to, but at the end, he tells her no. The second one, Mary Jane is gonna marry someone else, and at the end of the movie, she decides to stay with Peter. And then the third one, towards the middle of the movie, I guess they break up. She's now with Harry. I know he told her to, but it's just didn't have that connection. But then the Amazing Spider-Man came out, and what an amazing films! I really don't. Again, I don't know why these movies get so much flashback. I don't know why they get so much hate. But those movies were so good. They're so amazing. And the chemistry between Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone were phenomenal. They were amazing. Wow, I can say I've never seen anything like this in a movie. They were just too phenomenal, too amazing, too so perfect for each other. I loved watching them. It was just too cute. It's just the movie has gives you a Spider-Man who's really into the girl's into him, and they actually date. He tries to, but everything the Amazing Spider-Man saga is kind of everything that Peter tries to do, something else goes wrong. Everything he gets good, something bad goes on. I feel like he in the first one he did a lot of good stuff, but then his Uncle Ben died. Gwen's father died. The second one, it got worse. He tried to do the best he could, but he ended up losing his friendship with Harry. And most important, he ended up losing Gwen Stacy. Spoiler alert, but if you haven't seen the movie, you're supposed to know. Besides Daredevil, the Ben Affleck one, in what superhero movie the superhero girl dies? I've never seen anything like that. I remember watching it, I was really young when the movie came out, and watching Spider-Man trying to save Gwen, but her dying, with him being able to do nothing, left me in shock. I remember I couldn't sleep for that night. I was like, can that actually happen? How bad could it feel if the person you love just randomly dies? And that's what happened in the movie. It was just, wow, who does, the Jack thing was okay, understandable, because there are situations of the Titanic were kind of harsh. Someone was gonna die, so Jack dying was not a surprise. But it was mind blowing that when Stacy died in the movie, wow, no one saw that coming. Well, except the people who spoiled the movie. How can you top that? That was just phenomenal. That was so artistic and great. I couldn't describe how good the chemistry between them were. They were so good for each other, but at the end, everything Peter did was always something wrong, which led to the love of his life dying. Wow. Okay guys, so that's it from this video. Let me know if you like it, leave a like, subscribe, share, and let me know if you agree with what I'm saying or am I saying nonsense. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll leave the Mace channel link in the description below, and make sure you guys go check it out. I'm telling you guys, it's really fun. I really enjoy putting my time into those videos because I think we're a really funny group of people. You guys might not think that, but that's what I think. And if you guys try and agree with me, then go and check it out. You guys will not regret it. All right, thank you. See you next time.